Welcome to our home. This house was built in 2010 and we have been occupants since 2013.
What's up, Legacy Builders? I'm Rob.
I'm Reshawn.
And this is Learn Hustle Grow.
We help you build wealth and explore entrepreneurship so that you can leave a legacy.
She's a stock trader.
He's a realtor.
And we are debt-free entrepreneurs.
We shared previously that we paid off our home in 5 years, but we've never actually showed you the home. And we had no plans on Valentine's Day because it's snowing in the DFW area.
Can you believe that?
So we thought today was as good as any.
Sure.
So we purchased this home in 2013 and we actually found it on Rob's birthday.
Yes. I'm like a fanatic for looking at houses. Of course, that makes me a great realtor, I think.
Yep.
So we came out, even though it was my birthday. She's like, "Oh, we don't have to go." And I said, "Oh, let's go look anyway." We looked.
We would not have been looking on my birthday.
Right. And we walked in and she saw from the front door, you could see clearly to the back. And she was in love, so I knew that was it. This was it. So
I definitely wanted an open floor plan. Some of the other things we were looking for when we purchased the home was a rear entry garage,
Right.
Covered patio.
Yeah.
We also knew that we needed an office space. So we'll tell you a little more about that and some of the compromises we had to make moving from our first home to our second home.
yes.
Let's start here. We are in the foyer. We actually did not have a foyer in our first home. You walked in and you were in the living room. And they made excellent use of this space under the staircase in this model, in the fact that they actually gave us a powdered bath.
That's our little bathroom there. Little powder room. Not much to see.
What I love about this is that it is right up front, which means that you can show, let people into your house to use the bathroom without bringing them into the entire home if you don't want to. So next, one of the things I loved was that this house had a coat closet right up front. So we did not have a coat closet in our first home. We had a coat rack you could hang your coats on.
Yeah, it's ugly in there, so we won't open that. But let's check out the garage real quickly. It's freezing out here, but that's our little garage. Our old house, it was a little bit bigger. As they get newer, they seem to be making them smaller here in Dallas. But unless you just pay for premium, but it's not bad.
And we are just happy to be able to fit both of our cars into the garage,
Yes.
which means we are not paying for storage anywhere.
No.
So let's go into the office space.
Oh, okay. What's the office?
So this was the office space that I wanted so desperately. I thought I have to be able to have a place to work. And as it turns out, it is now a workout space.
Yes.
And one of the things we love about this room is that we were able to acquire all of the equipment using our corporate health reimbursement plan at work. So we bought the equipment and then paid and then submitted a reimbursement form and was able to get all this covered.
Indeed.
All right. You want to go upstairs?
No.
Okay. So now we'll go into the laundry room. This space was right off of the garage in our first home. We just loved being able to have a room where we could close off the door. Also, one of the things that was really great is in this home, Rob added additional storage space.
Yeah.
So he added the shelf.
That was all me, y'all, right here.
So the shelf up top came with the house.
And this. Yeah.
The builders created that shelf up top, and I don't know why, because you can't reach it. You can't put anything there.
What is that, y'all? Crazy.
So nothing spectacular. A laundry room. All right. Heading into our dining room. We did not want a formal dining space. As a matter of fact, we'd seen how people had a formal dining space and never used it except
they seem
holidays.
to be wasted, right?
So we have more of a great room layout where everything is open, and when we have folks over, all of the space is used. And all the pictures you see on the wall were primarily taken by Rob Lee.
That's me.
These are my Valentine's Day flowers.
Yes.
I felt special.
Glad I got those yesterday since it's snowing today on Valentine's Day, right?
Yep. Our furnishings in the home are a mixture of old and new. This mirror was actually purchased from IKEA and was standing vertically in our first home. The buffet here was one of my favorite items when we went shopping for the house. And we do have all kinds of dishes here during the holidays to make it easier for everybody to reach the food when we're here in the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
Rob switched out this light fixture for me. This was not part of the build. We just love the, what are these bulbs called? You guys know. Feel free to drop it in the comments. I watch a lot of design shows, but
or something like that, no?
This is not coming to me right now.
Right.
He also switched out the light fixtures over the island, the pendant lights.
Yes.
And while I love these lights, they are not the easiest to clean.
No.
Believe it or not.
No.
The kitchen in our house is the heart of the home. We are in it every day. We sit at this island every morning for breakfast and every night for dinner.
And have our business meetings, right?
Yes. Sometimes we meet here, sometimes we meet in the dining room, but we never actually use anything that looks like an office space.
Right.
We are always on laptops for the most part. All right. We have these small appliances on the countertops. That's all Rob Lee. You all.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had to have a toaster oven. He
Right.
uses that blender every day. I make coffee, but it's because he wants it.
Oh, man. Wow. Throw me under the bus here. Get out of here. Get out.
All right. Heading into the living room area. These photos were Rob's idea. I have to tell you, when we purchased this home, our oldest one was actually leaving for college. And so it was a rough time for me personally, but decorating and furnishing this house was a project that Rob and I could do together.
Okay.
We moved into the house in June. The oldest left for college in August. Our youngest lives in California. And we had planned to have a housewarming by October.
Yep.
So the awesome thing was that we could spend the time focused on the house, decorating and furnishing, and having something to do was a great distraction from my baby leaving me. But these photos on the wall, they were taken for our engagement.
Yep.
And Rob had them sized up and put into this acrylic.
Yep. We had those things for like, how many years did we have before we did that? Maybe years.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
We were already married.
a lot, like 3-4 years.
5
years maybe.
At least
And
5
then we
years.
finally used them, took the digitals and said, I said, man, we can make them furniture out of this, since we were moving to this house here. So
Yeah.
it was great. But
All right. Now, the fireplace was also part of Rob's handiwork. That is called fire glass.
Fire glass, yes. I love
And
that
so
stuff.
he had to actually put in some bars in order to support the fire glass
Oh, yeah.
for that to work. YouTube videos are awesome.
Yes, indeed. Oh, let me check out the backyard really quickly. It's snowing out there in
got
Dallas,
rain.
Texas. Who would have knew? We loved this when we first got it, but the weather is beating it up out here. This furniture, and there's my grill right there, and that's our little backyard with our lights, and it's great when it's warm, but gotta get back inside.
All right, we'll head into the master. A downstairs master was crucial for us.
Yes.
We plan to age in the home, so we don't want to have to go upstairs if we don't need to. The wall here is a project that Rob did for me.
That's paint, y'all.
Yes, it
It is not wallpaper. People always think that.
Yeah, it's
But-
a stencil, and the stencil took Rob about 3 days to do it.
Yeah. She was gone out of town, and she wanted what is it? What kind of wall?
Accent wall.
Accent wall. She wanted an accent wall, and
losing all of our
we were
words.
looking into getting some wallpaper, and the wall was kind of big. And I was calling some of the places, they were giving outrageous prices. I was like, oh, no. I'm too cheap for this. This house already costs enough money, right?
Yeah.
So I said, let me try to find different ways. And she saw it on like HGTV. It was a stencil, right?
Yes,
saw
HGTV magazine is where I
Yeah,
found
a stencil. And then I said, okay, let me just try my hand at it. She wasn't here. I was going to repaint over it or whatever. And it worked out.
Yeah.
She loved it. So
And these nightstands are oversized. You can turn it back to the space. These nightstands are oversized because they are actually end tables.
Yeah.
Or front tables, or that you would put in a foyer, for example.
Right.
But we had the space, so we thought they would fit perfectly in here.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this was done between July and October of 2013. We haven't really changed anything since that time. All right, we'll head into the master bath. One of the first purchases we made in this house were these round mirrors. And the reason for that was because the previous owners actually took their mirrors with them. And we needed to be able to look at ourselves every day.
We had a big old fight about it, yeah. Remember that?
Yes. It was the first home that Rob and I purchased together, and we wanted everything to be perfect. So we were a little rough.
Well, we were fighting with them for the mirrors.
We were a little rough on the
negotiations,
on the other couple. Yeah. So right behind you is a makeup mirror. This was a previous gift to me. I am very practical, and I thought I would love just to have a makeup mirror like we have when we travel and go into hotels.
Cool.
The master closet. Walk-in closet with plenty of space for both of us. Rob doesn't even use his side completely.
I'm like 1/4 of this closet, y'all.
No,
this is all her stuff.
He gets half of the closet, but he doesn't use it. Look at that waste of space, ladies.
This is mine right here. That's my section. Look at
that waste. He has all of this and doesn't use it, and so I think he should just let me spread my stuff out.
Yeah, well, that's where right there. That's me.
Whatever. So. It's always great to have a chair in the closet because he can get dressed in here on his way to the gym in the morning. Don't look at our laundry. He can get dressed in here when he's going to the gym in the morning without having to disturb me. Let's turn out these lights.
Cool.
All right.
To the upstairs. So this is my favorite part, and where I spend most of my time, a man cave. See my fellas? That's right. All right, let's go upstairs. Starting to take a toll on my knees, though. It's an old 45-year-old man. That's our family tree down there. We used to have photos on there, like of the whole family, but we took those down because we thought we were going to do some stuff. But
actually, we took them down because we thought we were going to rent the house.
Oh yeah, while we were traveling. Yes, that's right.
So we tried to depersonalize the space while we put up most of our family photos. We put them back up. We did not put those up because they're small and takes quite a bit of time to put each one up. Yeah,
eventually I'll get to it. But all right. Oh yeah, wait. So this is our map, our world map of the places that we want to go and many of the places we had visited. And I had to get this because I wanted to see how many places I hadn't been to. So what we did is we take the little black ones right here. We put those on places we want to go, and then we change them to different colors, as we actually make it to those places. You know what I'm saying? So how cool is that?
This is your room.
Yes. Yes, it's my man cave. This is me, where me and my boys hang out. My two sons, so we are all gamers, of course. And I put these up, years ago. All these, photos. I kind of blew them up and, decorated the place. And got the chairs for me and both of my sons. And then they used to rumble over the PlayStation and Xbox. So. Well, PlayStation, I think we only had one. So I ended up getting a PlayStation and an Xbox, and just that way I told them, hey, you guys can share, no problems. And then I added a second TV over there, and it worked out.
You also stenciled that
for
wall.
Years. Oh, yeah. So, I did that wall. It was plain. I didn't like it. I was like, I need to do something with that. So I did another stencil since I was in stencil mode when I did that one downstairs. I did like the same week. And that's it. Oh, these lights right here. These are our, this is our little YouTube setup. This is where we sit when we do our YouTube videos. Usually, when we're just talking about money and whatever we're talking about. When me and Rashawn are just sitting here, and we just use this natural light coming out of this window, and that's it. That's how we do them.
Yeah, one of the things that was big for us when we furnished this house was storage. So you'll see that Rob has storage space here in the entertainment area, and he put this together himself. This was an IKEA.
Oh yeah, that thing took forever.
Yeah, and that was here in this space as well as his cabinets over here. But that desk was a splurge. That was something he fell in love with, and we treated ourselves to one item in each room where we really, broke the budget.
These are just the
additional
rooms that we never go into, and this is the youngest's room when he comes and visits. Like I said, he is a super gamer, but he's 21 now, so he's probably outgrown this. But we're just gonna leave it the way it is since it's never hardly used anyway, right?
Right here we have the second full bath in the house.
Right. Yep, second full bath. It's just for guests. 2 sinks. Very nice.
Then we have the actual guest room, the only actual guest room where, people come to stay. I love the purple headboard.
I use this room also since we, since we hardly had guests that come and visit for like our thumbnails and stuff. I set the camera up there. We just use that as a backdrop and boom, got a thumbnail picture.
This room belongs to our oldest son.
Yep.
He is here more frequently than our youngest.
But he will not decorate or anything. He doesn't care much. So. So during COVID, we realized how much we really loved our house.
Yes. We've owned it now for 7 years, and we always loved it.
Yeah.
But having spent so much time in it over the last 12, 14 months, we really realized that we made a great choice.
Great choice, yeah.
So we made some compromises I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Initially, our budget for the home in 2013 was $250K. We could not get what we wanted within our budget.
No.
This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, 2,600 square feet. We had to increase that budget to $300K.
I dreaded it, but we did.
We also wanted a rear entry garage.
Yes.
We did not get that. Our home is a front entry garage.
Yeah.
We just think that a rear entry garage leaves the front of the house to look more attractive, but we had to suck it up.
Yeah. Most of the new places are getting to they're only doing the front entry garages now because they can pack them in more,
Yeah,
so.
you can definitely get more houses on the block. We wanted a small yard like the one we have now because our first home had a really big yard that we never used. We just paid someone to mow it. But we love the fact that we have a covered patio back there because when the weather is nice, we can sit out there with family and friends. So,
was that the last compromise?
You know what? I would say the only thing we would change about this house, babe, is the location.
Yep, the location. Oh, and I wish I had a door on my man cave.
Yes. This man cave area is wide open.
Because I'm always yelling and screaming.
And sound
watching
travels.
Stuff.
Yes. So everybody downstairs can hear him. If I'm on the phone downstairs, it sounds like he is right next to me.
It does travel, yeah. It does travel, so.
But as far as changes outside of the doors on his space, we love the location as far as things we want to get to in DFW.
Yeah.
But if we were going to live anywhere else, we'd like to have some views.
Right.
Like everybody else during COVID, we're wishing we were near some water, some mountains, or something.
Yeah, and of course it's going up in equity. We got equity in the house now, so if we wanted to move, if we sold, we could sell for a bunch more money now, but we would have nowhere to go because everything's blowing up so big here. So
the house is valued probably at about $400,000 or just over that now.
Yep, like $100,000 in equity since we got here. So,
and it's paid for.
Yes, that'll put you on track, right?
If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We want to hear from you. I watch a lot of design shows and I would love to do a bunch of upgrades, but it's just not in the budget right now. No. So we will continue to live comfortably where we are, but now it's time to take advantage of the snow day.
See you in the next video.